Hi, my name is Victor, and what you can see here is the final product we've produced in this unit. This was an ad hoc lesson to fulfill this project, not to fulfill this activity. And what you can see is an elevator. Well, it's a model of an elevator. It's powered by an electric motor and controlled by a controller, a wired controller. In this lesson, the kids learned about forces. They learned about push and pull. They also learned about how to balance forces. If you take a look here, you'll see we included a counterweight in the elevator to teach kids about balancing. The model actually works. Well, sort of. Took us a while to get it, all set up. But then, like I mentioned in my earlier submission about the importance of project-based learning or immersive learning, as you would say, or experiential learning. Kids learn by experience. Whatever difficulty, whatever friction, whatever initial obstacles they encounter become part of the learning process. Because when they are able to overcome these difficulties, the joy and the knowledge they've attained while overcoming these difficulties will stick with them longer than whatever knowledge they might get in a lecture or in a classroom. Project-based learning, I believe, is the key to unlocking students' creativity, because no one project would be done the same way by different people. Even when we have a set of instructions, students are able to show their unique creativity when they accomplish projects. And they love to do this because it's an avenue for them to explore, to also show what they know and display their wealth of knowledge. I believe everyone craves an opportunity to show just how good they are, and doing projects or presenting projects is a channel for kids to display what they have rather than always sitting and or otherwise answering or completing a standardized test, which really does not always show how it's not really a good measure of knowledge, in my opinion. To set up a project or a makerspace in your classroom, first of all, you need to think about your students. In my case, we offer different levels of differentiation to students. First of all, vocabulary needs to be pre-taught so students can understand what they're interacting with, why they're interacting with it, and how to interact with it. In teaching vocabulary, we don't enforce rules. We just let students know what components are, how to use components, and then let them experience or discover these things naturally. You would also want to scaffold and provide support for students who are, who have different motor or limited motor skills. And for students who have I have a couple of kids who have a phobia for electricity, so also pre-teaching that this is like a DC circuit and it's not going to shock them and all of that puts them at ease. Some of the things you also need to do will be to have completed the project beforehand. It's very helpful if the instructor or the facilitator anticipates where students might face frustrations. Delivering a project-based lesson is rewarding, especially if the instructor allows the student to discover the lesson themselves and the instructor is handy to provide valuable feedback and direction or instructions as needed. Thank you.